Hello everyone, welcome to the third video in the Agentic AI learning series. This is the second topic. In this video, we'll see what is tracing in OpenAI Agents SDK and how to customize its behavior using RunConfig. RunConfig controls the runtime behavior of the agent. First, we'll see what is tracing. Tracing provides complete execution history of an agentic workflow. If you want to see the tracing, you need to go to the platform.openai.com, then go to dashboard, click on logs, then click on traces. Here you will be able to see all the traces. For example, if you open this particular trace, this entire thing is single trace, and here we have multiple spans. You can see this is an agent span. We'll see what is span as well. And tracing captures all the events such as agent run, LLM call, tool call, then handoff, guardrails, etc. Here, if I go to some of my previous executions, here I was using a guardrail. And if I click on this, here we can see guardrail tripwire triggered. And this was an agent execution. And this tracing can be disabled using RunConfig. And by default, this will be enabled. If you want to disable it, either you can disable it using RunConfig or by setting the environment variable. We will see an example of how to disable it using RunConfig. And span represents single timed operation inside a trace. And here this is a guardrail span, and span contains start and end time, and this even can be nested, and there are agent span, function span, handoff span, and guardrail span. And if you look into this particular guardrail span, this got triggered, and this is an agent span, and I was using the agent called network guardrail agent. In the bottom we can see each network query was false, and it is saying that the user asked a question about gravity, which is not a networking topic. I don't know the answer and will not attempt to answer. This is a small example of how to use guardrail. Now we'll see a couple of more examples. And in this example, guardrail has not triggered. So you can see here, trigger is false. And if you see the response, so each network query is true. Question about a network concept, VLAN. And here itself we can see a handoff span from this particular agent, the network guardrail agent. It is handing off to the outline agent, and we can even see the hierarchy of that. So here we can see the span captures start and end time, and this can even be nested. In this video, we'll see a very simple agent and how to customize the workflow name and the trace ID. And in the next video, we'll create a very simple multi-agent app called Agentic Network Topic Explainer. I'll quickly show you that. Based on the user input, here agent 1's job is just to create a proper prompt for generating the content. And here you can see it has created a proper prompt for generating the content. And what is spanning tree, advantages of spanning tree. So user has to just give the topic name here, and this will create the prompt, and how many sections has to be there in the output. And this data will get passed to agent 2, and agent 2 will create the actual content. Based on this input, it is creating this. For example, I'll give VLAN here and click on generate. Now agent 1 is creating a prompt. Here I'm not using any guardrails or handoffs. It is a very simple agentic workflow where we are taking this output and directly passing to this. Everything is controlled in the prompt itself. And you can see here it has created a proper prompt for explaining VLAN. And now this prompt is getting passed to agent 2. And now this is creating the actual document. And it has created the content. Based on this instruction, it has created what is VLAN, advantages of VLAN, and 2 configuration examples. So I have given 2 Cisco CLI examples. And finally, some verification commands. First, let us start creating a very simple agent and enable tracing. I already have created a file 02 underscore traces.demo.ipynb. It is a notebook file. First, I'll add the imports. In the previous demo, we have already seen how to create a very simple agent. I'll add even load.env, and I'm going to put a very simple instruction here. This is a net expert instruction. Here I'm giving you are a senior network engineer and these are your domain of expertise. I'm not using any guardrail here. Everything is controlled within the prompt, but using guardrail is the best approach that we'll see in the future videos. Now here we will see how to enable tracing. I'll create the agent here. I will call network expert agent, and this is going to be an instance of agent class. I have already imported here and I'm passing this instruction. Now we'll add the code for running this. So this is a coroutine, so we need to use await. Coroutine also I have covered in the previous video. Now we need to use runner.run. This is an async call and we can give the agent name network expert agent. And if you click on this, you'll be able to see all the attributes we need to pass. So we need to pass input. In the input, I'll give what is VLAN. I'll do a print of result dot final output. And before running this, we'll check the current trace. Now this is the last executed trace. So let us run this script. And we got the response. We'll go to traces and refresh this page. You can see here, there is a workflow called agent workflow. So the default name is going to be agent workflow. And if I open this, it is an agent span. It is calling the agent. And this is the response. We can even see the total time taken. Sorry, this is the total time taken and this is the tokens used and the span ID. Same like that, we even have a trace ID. We can see the trace ID and it is starting with trace underscore. It is a very simple agent call and we haven't enabled anything. By default, it is running. Now, if you want to disable it, either you can add this value in your .env file, OpenAI agents disable tracing equal to 1 in your .env file, or within the code, you can import RunConfig from agents.run import RunConfig. So this controls the runtime behavior of the agent. So we'll create an instance of this class. I will call this RunConfig equal to instance of RunConfig, and we'll see the details. Here we have a lot of options. To disable the tracing, we can give tracing disabled true. The default value is false here. And workflow name, you can see it is agent workflow. If you remember, if you don't give the name, this was a name coming in the traces. If you want to change it, we can give workflow name net expert. And now if you want to give a specific trace ID, we can even give that. If you don't specify it, it will be generating a random trace ID. We'll see how to give manual ID. And this has to start with trace underscore, that is a standard. And then we can give net expert. Now what will happen? Everything will come under same workflow and same trace ID. If you don't give this, each run will come a separate workflow here. Now let us try running this. Go to traces. I'll refresh the page. Now if you notice here, it has not created a new workflow. The reason for that is I haven't applied that in the runner.run. So here we can give RunConfig and we can go to the documentation of this. Under arguments, you can see the global settings for the entire run. So we can pass our RunConfig here. We'll try running this again. We got the output. We'll refresh this. Now we have a new workflow called netExpert, and you can see the trace ID. It is a netExpert, and this is an agent span, and this is an LLM inference span. So we passed this instruction, and this was the input, and this is the output we received. Since I'm going to use same trace ID, if I pass another question, what is IP address? This will come under same workflow. Yeah, you can see here, there is a new agent span and LLM inference span. We got the output here, and we can check that even in the terminal. So it is showing same output here. Each run, if you want it in a separate workflow, what you can do here, remove this static trace ID from here, and if you try running this, I'll go to traces, refresh the page. I noticed sometime we get this error. We'll rerun this. There is some error happening in the tracing server. We'll try running this again. This time we haven't got any error. We'll go to traces and refresh this. And now it is generating random trace ID, and we can see the span. So now for each run, this will be creating separate workflows. I hope now you are clear about how to customize the tracing behavior using RunConfig. We have seen how to give a workflow name and how to manually pass a static trace ID. And now here you can see there is a new trace ID. In the next video, we'll create a small multi-agent app and enable tracing for that. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.